Hey Cancer, we are going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys, Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's see. Cancer. All right. Oh. All right, so, the Ace of Wands is at the bottom. All right, so you guys are starting off with the Chariot here. That is your energy, so that's kind of cool. All right, so yes, you guys have the Chariot. This is for your current energy. So I feel like there's something that you are maybe feeling like, I want to say motivated, or you're feeling like maybe you have to catch up with something, but I'm more so understanding like it's like, okay, I'm ready to do this. Like I'm excited, I'm ready, and it feels like you also are maybe feeling like, I don't know, that you have like the power to do something. I really understand that there's just, I don't know, whether you have like an inner like drive that you're just like, this is the time to do something, that kind of stuff. I even wonder, Cancer, if there was like an energy in the past that was like kind of like a lower type of energy, something like that. Because to me, this feels like it's like something was going slow, or maybe a lack of energy, lack of motivation, whatever the heck it is, lack of drive, you know, that kind of stuff. And then I feel like now it's like a big push forward. Okay, that's kind of what I'm feeling. So, all right, you guys have the Seven of Swords. This is showing up in the energy around you. Seven of Swords. I feel like this is somebody who is presenting themselves in a way that maybe is not accurate, or there's confusion about this, or I don't know, something regarding that, okay, that kind of stuff. I also feel like this is like a trickster. I'm like, what's going on? I'm also understanding this as like some like tricky type of energy. It's a little interesting. You guys have the Chariot card, so I mean, whatever's going on, it's like it feels like you are like, yeah, well, I'm doing this thing, or at the very least being like, I'm getting control of a situation, and then once I gain control, it's like, then I'm gonna go like, you know, speeding forward on something. That's kind of what I feel like. Maybe this is something that's like slow to start, whatever it is here, okay? I wonder if, you know, if this is not like some like trickster person around you, maybe this is just somebody who is like, dude, I have a really good like intervention or approach for whatever it is that you're doing here, that kind of stuff, okay? But I will also say it does, I don't know, it feels a little interesting because I feel like this Seven of Swords here in your environment is, I don't know, there's something up. I kind of want to let's clarify what this is right now. Let's just see. All right, what's up with this Seven of Swords here in Cancer's environment? What is this all about? I don't know. Is this somebody who is like trying to get out of something, or is like hoping to kind of escape something maybe early, okay, or maybe acting on something early? Let's see what's up. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is somebody who is, I don't know. I don't know what this is. This is definitely strange energy. But here's what, this is what's weird, okay? I'm having a hard time figuring out if this is like, is this a good thing? Is this like a helpful energy, or is this a not helpful energy? That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out here, because it feels intuitively like this should be a helpful type of thing here. But this Wheel of Fortune, I'm like, is this somebody who is like, oh, I was trying to help and then I kind of lost my way? Or is this somebody who is like kind of feeling, I don't know, maybe this could even be somebody who's just kind of like changed their ways in life. All right, I swear to God, maybe this is somebody who has like a history of like being kind of, I don't know, under the radar in some sense, or I don't know, something about that. And I wonder if there is something here that there's now like a major change, or they're just like entering a different time of life, that kind of stuff. Time of life, I don't even know, man. Like I'm telling you, this is weird. I feel like this energy is supposed to be helping you, or that, or something like that. You know, it's like, this feels bizarre. So let's see what else. Let's keep like getting into your reading and see what else is going on. So you have the Five of Wands here for your possible challenge. And then you have it with Learn the Truth. So here's the thing. Maybe this is something that it's like maybe a particular lie, or a particular, I don't know, something like that is maybe changing a situation, like, you know, very quickly, that kind of thing. Or it might be even be, I want to say, something that has like grown out of control, okay? And if that's the case, I really do think that you're in the energy of trying to like get some control on that kind of stuff. And I almost feel like this is you guys like I don't want to say forcing something, but like really putting all of your like energy behind something to make sure that it is like off and running, or that you are again gaining control on something when maybe you're, listen, this doesn't even have to be a person in your environment. This could be a situation that it's like, okay, I thought that this thing was going to work. Maybe it didn't, or maybe you were going into something being like, I don't think this is going to work at all. And maybe it's like a stroke of good luck, that kind of thing. So let's see what's up with, let's see what's up with this. All right, so yes, learn the truth in the Five of Wands. I feel like your challenge has something to do with maybe having to try something out, or that there's some type of like, maybe there's just something that's like competitive here. There's like a lot, maybe people are trying to like get after the same thing. I wonder if that's part of whatever it is there might be an energy of somebody wanting, or everybody kind of wanting to go after the same thing here, that kind of stuff, or all kind of desiring the same result, whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. I feel like your challenge has something to do with either an uncomfortable truth that now you're kind of having to wrestle with in some sense, or that this is maybe feeling like there's still a truth that's unknown, or there's like, I don't know, some of something is missing, or something like that. So you have number 4, feel, don't think, and then you have the 4 swords showing up with this, and this is showing up for your opportunity. So okay, feel, don't think. I feel like your opportunity is kind of redundant. And the reason why I'm saying that is because like 4 swords, that kind of is like, feel, don't think. This is clearing your head, maybe even recovering from something. Okay, that kind of stuff. For some of you guys, maybe this is part of whatever it is recovering from something, in the sense of like, okay, I'm going to quiet my mind on this, that kind of stuff. I wonder if like you've been feeling like you've been going like a mile a minute on stuff, that kind of stuff. That I wonder if there's something here that maybe you missed a specific detail or something like that, because I don't know, somebody like distracted you, or somebody like caused like I don't know, a moment where like you couldn't pay attention, or you couldn't focus on something because like something just randomly happened. I kind of do understand like a distracted energy, that kind of stuff. So all right, absolutely. I mean, your opportunity certainly has something to do with like recovering on something, recouping on something, that kind of stuff, going quiet with yourself, something regarding that. I also like that you have 2 4s showing up for your opportunity. So whatever this is, I kind of feel like there's like a sense of like stability or something about that kind of stuff. Or this could be this could even be like the stability that you're finding is quieting your mind and allowing yourself to feel something, but it's like first you have to quiet your mind. Okay, the Chariot, and again you had the Ace of Wands there. It could be that again you might be feeling like you were just like running on a motor, or does that even make sense? Like what I'm saying? I don't know, like maybe have like a lot of energy, that kind of stuff, or a lot of inner drive. And I feel like there's also something here that you're like, I want to do this is the thing that I want to do, but for whatever reason it's either that somebody maybe even said something to you that you were like, okay, well now I don't even think this is possible, and now I feel like I don't even know what the heck to do, that kind of stuff. Okay, that I feel like we have to kind of be careful about like taking it, no, I don't know if it's taking advice from other people, but especially if it's like something that is like really going to change the trajectory of what it is that you're doing in life, or what it is that you're feeling ambitious towards, that kind of stuff. Like definitely take that kind of stuff with a grain of salt, because like your intuition and your desire, like yourself, you're going to know what you want to do, that kind of stuff. The world has an interesting way of kind of telling us what we can't do, but I feel like it's maybe our job to kind of, if we do want to go towards something, it's like we have to kind of prove to the universe, or I don't know if that's true, I don't know if you have to prove to the universe, but at the very least not letting things kind of block you when you still feel like, no, I feel like this is what like gets me going. This is my drive. Like this is what I like to do, or this is what I need to do, something like that. Okay. You could even be feeling like this is like something that is, I want to say that somebody's like blocking your destiny, or that there's like, in order to kind of have something like go in a different direction, that you have to bring in, I don't know, some type of bells and whistles or something like that. So, all right. Definitely understanding that it's a time of like calm, peace, restoration, I almost want to say, after like maybe going like, like nonstop, or something like that. So all right, let's see what else. Cancer, interesting reading so far. So let's see what this is all about. I also wonder if like a particular truth, or like even leaving something out, maybe this is like somebody maybe left something out, like omitted something, that kind of stuff. Okay, but if that's the case, I feel like your wheels are spinning. I feel like you are kind of understanding that, or feeling that energy, that kind of stuff. And I almost feel like it's a struggle to even learn the truth, or it's a struggle to even have somebody to like come clean agreeing with something, to say like the full truth, all of the facts, that kind of stuff, okay? So it's either like trying to find out something, or it's you have found out something and then having to deal with that information, or figuring out like what to do with that, you know, that kind of stuff. All right. So I will also tell you, this Five of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune to me are extremely similar energies in your reading. So I don't know, something to maybe keep in mind. All right, so let's see. Let's get some more for your challenge and opportunity, and then we're going to clarify it. All right. Somebody might have gotten out of something right at the right time here, okay? Somebody might have escaped something at like the absolute perfect moment, that kind of stuff, okay? Almost to the point of avoiding, I want to say, a disaster or something that was like a big deal, okay? All right, let's see. Well, what are these two cards? The Four of Cups and the Ace of Swords just came out, so there's something there. There really is. So, all right, let's see. All right. Yeah, I mean, there's some type of like major like revelation, realization, an awakening of some sort. Nine of Pentacles is at the bottom, okay? All right, so let's see. All right, so with this Learn the Truth card here, you guys have the Five of Wands and you have it with the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, this feels like that's what it feels like. It feels like the challenge here is something about either discovering some type of truth, or again, it's like either somebody left something out, like didn't say the whole story of something, or that again, a truth, you know, has been brought your way, that kind of stuff. And it's like trying to wrestle with that, trying to figure that out in some sense. And I feel like the challenge is now being like, okay, so, you know, now this thing is out, or I'm trying to figure this thing out. It's like, it's almost like you put in so much friggin' like, I want to say like detective work or like something about that I feel like the challenge is like, well, okay, should I take a completely different approach, or is like the information that I'm getting or whatever I'm receiving out of this, is it like worth it? Is it worth all the struggle? Is it worth, you know, whatever this is, you know, that kind of stuff. All right, that's kind of what I'm feeling. You have the Four of Pentacles, and this is showing up as like what you're not really able to control about this. I feel like this is somebody who is holding back on something, okay? I do. It's like, you know, somebody is holding back something here, or they're not wanting to release something completely, that kind of stuff. I really feel maybe this is something to do with like protecting themselves or something about that. But if it does feel like there is an energy of like either somebody around you is holding some type of grudge, or again, this is like, you know, having a hard time releasing some type of information, or releasing the notion that there is something there to be discovered or found out, you know. It really does feel like it feels like you're so close to getting to like the bottom of something here, but I do think that you're dealing with somebody who is trying to hide something on purpose, or is not sure how a specific like truth or coming out about something, how that's going to hit you, okay? That's kind of what I'm feeling. So you have the Star card, and this is showing up as what you can control. So healing yourself, maybe even just being friggin' optimistic about something, that kind of stuff, okay? Definitely understand that. This might even be like, I got to tell you, maybe this is like, what you can control is doing like some self-care. I feel like the Nine of Pentacles, yeah, the Nine of Pentacles was at the bottom there. This might be a time where it's just like, hey, going into like, self-care in some sense. And I also feel like there's a way to like restart something, or to get something back up and running, like get re-involved in something, or I don't know, something about that. I also want to say something about making a wish about something, okay? There might be something here that you're able to like, you know, ask for like a particular wish, or have that kind of like come true in some sense, or have attention kind of be put on you for like a really, you know, good reason here. I'll also say for some of you guys, there might be an energy here of doing like distance healing, or like energy moving, or, you know, something like that. That might be something here, okay? I also wonder if maybe there's an Aquarius person who can help you out with whatever this is, or, you know, I don't know, something like that. So you have the World card, and this is showing up for your next step. So there is an energy of kind of like completing something, but I also think that this is, I want to say fixing something and completing something, all right? Wrapping something up and maybe integrating some type of like past lesson, or integrating something that is maybe, again, an uncomfortable truth or something about that kind of stuff, like integrating that in some capacity here, okay? Closing out a cycle so that it's finalized, and that I want to say so that maybe that you're feeling like, okay, that like I have acceptance from this, or I've gained closure on whatever this thing is. But I also feel like you still have the chance to connect in some sense, okay, even though something is closed out. So all right, let's see, you guys have number 4, feel, don't think, and then you have it with the 4 swords and the 8 of cups. This is showing up for your opportunity. Sorry, I need to check that text. Sorry. Hold on. All right, 4 swords and the 8 of cups. This is showing up for your possible opportunity here. So yes, I feel like there is something here in the terms of quieting your mind so that you can let something else kind of drift off, okay? That kind of thing. I feel like there is an energy of connecting with your emotions, or connecting, well, definitely with your emotions, but it's more so like the way that you are actually feeling about something. It's like, how the heck do I feel about this? That kind of stuff. I feel like your opportunity is to lean into that, quiet your mind, you know, maybe even finding like a quiet place to do something. Maybe you guys are experiencing the same thing that I am right now, where it's like every single time you go to like do something that requires like any amount of like focus or anything, it's like the phone's ringing, the emails are going, kids are flying everywhere, like that kind of stuff. Maybe that, I don't know, maybe that's just what it is right now, but it does seem like it's kind of a lot. I'm like, I don't know. But I feel like this is like really feeling what is going on in your body so that you can like access a particular truth, or so you can like digest it, process it, whatever the heck it is, okay, that kind of stuff. I will also say there might be something here where you are having to go into a situation where it's like you have to leave like the baggage at the door. You have to leave like, you know, your emotions or whatever it is, like, you know, on like the back burner for a minute, that kind of stuff, so you can focus on like what's going on, that type of situation. I feel like that is definitely, you know, in your opportunity here, that kind of stuff, okay? I just feel like it's like maybe I just feel like this is a way to release something, to walk away from something, or to release something, or to kind of even like meditate, to be like, okay, that thing doesn't really fit. I think there could be a better fit here, or that thing doesn't really make sense. And like, why did he say that? Interesting. Ooh, okay. So I don't know. You do have that 7 of swords over there in your environmental energy. So there might be something about that. I definitely just said, why did he just say that? So I don't know. All right. So you have the 10 of cups, and this is showing up for your skill. So it feels like, listen, you have the star card and the 10 of cups. I feel like you guys like know how to like make the vibe like awesome, or like know how to like, I don't know, make the energy very comfortable, that kind of stuff, okay? I do understand that. I think you have like a healing type of energy, that type of thing, okay? Certainly feeling that. Okay, and I also feel, what the heck? I also feel like, sorry. I also feel like this 10 of cups is indicative of you guys, well, yeah, having the skills of working through something that is difficult, that kind of stuff, so that you can feel like emotionally secure, you can feel kind of centered, that kind of stuff. Maybe even feeling very much at ease with like maybe who it is that you are around, or, you know, something like that. All right, so you have the Empress card, and this is showing up for the possible help here. So the Empress card for help is kind of amazing. This is somebody who is willing to help, and also this is somebody who knows how to do something, most likely, I want to say, in like an efficient way, or they can they have access to like I want to say like a certain set of skills. It almost kind of feels like the Empress mixed with the Magician here, really showing up for the possible help, okay? So, you know, I think that this is just somebody who either they know they want to help you, and I also think this is somebody who knows how to like nurture a situation, that kind of stuff, okay? For some of you guys, this might be a mother figure, that kind of stuff, that is like coming in to help for whatever for whatever this is, that kind of thing, okay? I also think this is just a comforting type of energy. All right. If this has anything to do with like finances, which I'm actually not really picking up in your reading, but if that is the case for some of you guys, then I wonder if the help is just maybe like finances. Maybe you just have really great finances, okay? That kind of stuff. I also think that you just have a particular level of skills that you're able to like grow something, or have something gain abundance, that kind of stuff, okay? Maybe rapidly. All right. So, okay, you guys have the 5 of Pentacles, and this is showing up for your next step. So there is something about, again, I want to say kind of like being okay with maybe something that is like, you know, now we found this out, this is uncomfortable, that kind of stuff. Or that it's like finding the thing that it's like, okay, well, now I know that there is something missing here. What the heck is it? Like getting to the bottom of that, okay? That kind of stuff. So, all right, let's see what else is going on here. I almost called you Gemini. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Maybe you guys are dealing with a Gemini. Or maybe there's two of you. Or there's supposed to be two of you. There's supposed to be two of you. All right. I kind of think so. All right, let's see. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. For some of you guys, you might, something might be coming up that happened a freaking long time ago, okay? A really long time ago. All right? Could be. What's this? The reverse judgment card. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe this is something that it was like, I was supposed to do that a while ago, or I don't even know. Maybe even making it. I don't know. Let's see. A missed call. Someone had a missed call of something. Sorry, I feel like I'm getting really specific here. So let's just keep going. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Whoa. That's too many swords. Oh, that is definitely too many swords. All right. Okay. So let's see. With this Learn the Truth card here over for your challenge, you guys have the Four of Pentacles, and then you have it with the Eight of Swords. Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't know. It's fine. I'm really stressed out. It's okay. All right. So Four of Pentacles and then the Eight of Swords. This is showing up as what you're not able to control. This is somebody who is extremely closed-minded, and it's also a situation where somebody is they don't want to release something. It's like I am staying here. I'm stuck here, and that's where I'm staying. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe something is like bolted to the friggin' floor, man. Okay, that kind of thing. Maybe, but you know, there's something there where it's like this is an energy of like we are not moving, and we don't want to help ourselves. This might even be somebody who does not want to help you, or who does not want to give you a certain answer that they know you need, or something like that. Okay, it feels like this is what you can't control, is something that is like locked up and is like, I don't even know. It feels like somebody locked something up and threw away the key and was like, there's no way out, that kind of stuff. I don't know. This almost makes me think of an escape room, you know, those escape rooms, that kind of thing. So, all right, you guys have the Star card, and then you have it with the Ten of Swords. This is showing up for what you can control. So there is definitely something about healing something so that it is done, squashed, that kind of stuff, okay? Like, I want to say healing to, like, I don't know, a certain degree or something like that kind of stuff. And I also feel like there is something here where it's like maybe even replenishing yourself after a huge betrayal, or after something that was like friggin' painful, like backstabbing situation, that kind of thing. Okay, I even wonder if this is like a holistic medicine type of situation that we're getting into. Okay, that kind of stuff with what you can control here. All right, so okay, you have the Star card, and then you have it with the Devil. What am I talking about? You have the World card, and then you have it with the Devil card. Maybe you guys are traveling the world with an Aquarius. It'd be freaking awesome. Okay, so World card and the Devil card. This is showing up as your next steps. I'll tell you something. There's a lot about acceptance here, and there's also a lot about integrating something and being accepting something here. Okay, it's like literally like we need to have closure on whatever this is, that kind of stuff. And there is something about, again, if somebody else is like, I'm not going to release this thing, I'm just going to stay in the same energy that I always am, or I'm not. There's no way that I'm going to tell you this fact or this piece of information, whatever the heck it is. I swear to God, it's like your steps are to either be like, you know what, that's fine. I'm done with that. Like, if you don't want to reveal it to me, that's fine. But I also am telling you, there is something I think you're very much accurate if you are hypothesizing that somebody is either omitting something or not telling you something like completely straight out for one reason or another. I agree with you. I feel that energy very much so. What's confusing is it feels like this is somebody who's supposed to be helping you. So that's why I'm like, I don't understand, like that you know, that to me is like, this is weird. So, all right. There might even be something about, I want to say reconnecting with a Capricorn, okay, that kind of stuff. Or no, I'm getting that again. There's supposed to be two things. There's supposed to be there's twins, or there's two things. I don't know. They're supposed to be there. So I'm not sure, but I am sure, but I'm sure. I'm positive. So, okay, let's see. Let's move over to your oracle, your opportunity. So you have this, again, you have number 4, feel, don't think, okay? I want to say something about a printer, or like a laser printer. I don't know. All right, so you have the 10 of Cups and you have it with the 8 of Pentacles here, and this is showing up for your skills. So I feel like there's something here. You know what this kind of feels like? Whistle while you work. It feels like there's maybe something here that it's like, you know what, I have to do this thing, and or I'm happy to learn a different way of doing something. That might be part of whatever it is. I'll tell you another thing. This feel, don't think. Not everybody has that mindset where it's like, okay, ready, set, meditate, and then it's like, oh, look at that. Like your mind is clear. You know what I'm saying? That's not how everybody's brain works. Okay. Especially if you have like a super hyperactive, like cognitive style. I don't even know what you would call that, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so that's fine. Okay. But it's almost like working on something that maybe other people are like, that is monotonous, or that is like the same thing over and over and over and over again. It feels like you have the skills to either make that situation better, or that you are like, you enter your Zen zone. Like you're like getting in the flow when you're doing something kind of one after another, monotonous, that kind of stuff. That makes complete sense to me. That to me feels like playing with, like, you know, those like little Zen gardens, they had like the rake and the sand and that kind of stuff. Like that, I don't know. That's kind of what that makes me feel like here. Okay. That kind of thing. All right. So, okay. All right. I'll also say that what you can't control here is somebody who might even have an inner knowing about themselves, but they're not willing to like release that yet, or to accept that in some sense. Okay. That kind of thing. And self-acceptance is a personal journey, so we should not be forcing anybody to accept something about themselves until they're ready to do that anyway. Because that, I don't know. I guess I'm not really the authority on a whole lot, but I feel that way. So, all right, you have the Empress card, and then you have it with the reverse 9 of Cups, and this is showing up for your help. I feel like this is somebody who's like, you know what, I've done this so much that I'm totally friggin' sick of it. So you can do it. You can do this thing, that kind of stuff. That's really what I'm feeling. I also feel like this might be somebody who has so much of something, so like an excess of whatever it is, that maybe they're like, I'm willing to help you out in that way, or I'm willing to make something easier for you because I have more than I need. You know, that kind of stuff. This is a scattered reading. It's it's kind of hard to find the main point of this is kind of what I want to say. So, all right, you have, and that's fine. That, you know, that happens. I kind of like readings like that. So you have the 5 of Pentacles, and then you have it with the 6 of Pentacles here. This is showing up as your next steps. This to me is like, hey, if you need help or you need something, that kind of stuff, you need to kind of speak up on that, because that's the way that you're going to receive the help, or receive like, time, attention, whatever it is that you're feeling like, I need this, you know, that kind of stuff, maybe to help you continue progressing in some area, that kind of stuff. Okay. That could certainly be part of whatever it is, but I do feel like there's something about either maybe revealing something about yourself that you're not really, you know, super keen to do, or that this is, again, kind of, admitting that you need help in some area, whatever it is, so that you can actually receive that help. That's what it feels like. So, all right, that is what I have for you guys, Cancer. I hope this reading was helpful and made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you can check your other placements. Otherwise, I will see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.